What's going on, guys? Happy New Year and welcome back to another video. So today we'll be doing my week 16 for my trading 212 portfolio update, and we will cover 5 main topics. We'll cover dividends paid throughout the week, my trading that I undertook also. We will then have a look at each of my 12 portfolio sector pies to see it in the green or in the red. We will have a look at my overall profit and loss after 16 weeks. And finally, we'll have a look at this week's Trading 212 Hotlist. Before we dive into all of that, one of my goals for 2021 is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're currently on 563. So as always, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it would really help me out going forward. And with all that being said, let's dive right onto my Trading 212 portfolio. Firstly, for this week, there was only 2 dividend payments, and both of those were on the 30th of December. We got 74 cents from Bank of America and 17 cents from Nike. In terms of this week's trading, we deposited a further €350 this week, and we can see here, without going into more in detail, we deposited in numerous companies across different sectors, and the whole purpose was to dollar cost average and to take opportunities of some of my companies that were in the red or below 3%. So I really think that by adding this €350 this week, it really will help improve my overall profit and loss in the long term. Heading into week 16 of my trading 212 portfolio journey, and remember, my overall target is to get to €100,000 invested in the market, so we're just under 6% of the way there at the moment. We currently have €5,879 invested. For my American viewers, that equates to $7,090, and for the people in the UK, that equates to £5,186. Overall, we are up about 9.36% or €503. Again, that equates to about $606 or £443 sterling. So now let's have a look through each of my 12 portfolio sector pies to see are they in the green or in the red. Firstly, we have my communication services. We're up just under 17% and we have €643 invested. We can see here that my best performer out of this is Walt Disney, which is up nearly 41%. We then have Facebook, which is up 4.47%. AT&T is in the red, just under 1%. Verizon is down 3.4%, and Netflix is up 5.5%. We then have my consumer discretionary pie. We're up 13.5% and have €530 invested. Tesla is up an impressive 77.4%. McDonald's is down 1.65%. This is one of the companies that I invested further in this week, as it did drop below the 3% threshold. So it's good to see it's kind of coming back to fair value again. We then have Target, which is pretty much break even. Starbucks is up 7.7% and Nike is up 3.3%. My third sector pie is consumer staples. We are currently up 2.5% and have €305 invested. The 5 companies here: Coca-Cola is up 8.6%, PepsiCo is up 7.3%. We then have P&G is down 1.5%, Beyond Meat is down 5.25%, and Walmart is down 2.35%. Now you can kind of see the companies in the red here. There's a lot of room for wiggle room in terms of pumping a lot more money in, because, for example, even though Beyond Meat is down 5.2%, we only have €22 invested at the moment. So even by adding in a further €22 or €30, this would cut the 5% in half straight away, and that's before the company even started to improve. So certainly a lot of room to improve here in terms of being able to dollar cost average. We then have my energy sector pie. We have just under €200 invested and are up 15.7%. All 3 are in the green, and I'm quite happy with how all 3 are doing at the moment. ExxonMobil is up 17.6%, iShares Global Clean Energy is up 17.7%, and Chevron is up 13.5%. The next pie is my ETF pie. We have 2 ETFs at the moment in the form of the Vanguard S&P 500, which again tracks the top 500 companies in the US, and the Vanguard FTSE 100, which is the top 100 companies in the UK. We have €610 invested at the moment and are up 10.6%. In the S&P 500, we're up 10.2%, and the FTSE 100, we're up 14.66%. Financials, we currently have €770 invested and are up 18%. All 5 companies here are healthily in the green, so I'm quite happy with that. We have Visa is up 7.7%, MasterCard is up 7.3%, JP Morgan is up 27.7%, Bank of America again is up over 20%, and Goldman Sachs is hitting the 30% mark. So the financial sector is doing quite well at the moment. We then have my healthcare sector pie, which we currently have €630 invested. 3 of the 5 are currently in the green. Johnson & Johnson is up 5.6%, AbbVie is up an impressive 21.5%, and Stryker is up 2.76%. We then have 2 in the red currently. Pfizer is down 2.7%, and Abbott Laboratories is down pretty much the 1% mark. So that's pretty much quite happy with all of that so far, as we're up 9% overall. Industrials, we have €262 invested, and again we're in the green here with 3.5% in the profit. 3 of the 5 companies here are in the red, or in the green, 3M is up 4.2%, Caterpillar is up 20%, and Waste Management is up 3%. Boeing is down just under 2%, and FedEx is down nearly 7%. So definitely I'll be targeting FedEx and Boeing over the next few weeks again in terms of dollar cost averaging. The first of my portfolio pies that's in the red is the material sector. We have €350 invested and are currently down 8%. So we're down about €32 overall, which again isn't a lot when you actually think about it. But the 5 companies here, 4 are in the red. The one that's in the green is BHB. We're up 18.5%. It's just a pity we only have about €11 invested. Now the main reason why this portfolio or this sector pie is in the red is because of Barrick Gold. We can see that we have €300 invested and we're currently down about 10%. Now at one stage we were down nearly 20% in this company. Thankfully, because of dollar cost averaging a few euro here and there over the last few weeks, we've got this back to about 10%. So we're down about €34 here overall. And we can see that that's pretty much the whole reason why we're actually in the red in this sector. So I'll be looking at this company closely over the next few weeks and months, and I'll start to slowly tip more money in to help improve my dollar cost averaging, and effectively in the long term this will make all the difference when the company goes back into the green. We have Nuclear and Ecolabs, which are down about 0.4%, and Air Products and Chemicals, which is down 0.8%. Real estate is up next. This was in the red overall last week, but it's kind of back to pretty much break even at the moment, so I'm happy with that. We have €308 invested, and the 5 companies here, we can see that 3 of the 5 are now in the green, and that's kind of thanks to dollar cost averaging, as I did put about €100 or so in here last week. Realty Income is back into the green, and we're up 1.2%. American Tower is down 0.9%. Stag is up 1.8%. Wealth Tower is up 0.2%, and Essex Property Trust is still down 2.6%. But as I said, I'm quite happy that it's back in the green overall. My largest position at the moment is in technology. We currently have €1,100 invested and are up 10.6%. The 5 companies here, Microsoft is up 4.89%, Amazon is up 3.4%, Apple is up 17%, Alphabet is up about 17.5%, and IBM, the smallest of the 5, we only have €10 here at the moment, is currently on 1.4%. So once that goes below the 3, I'll start pumping in a lot larger sums of money to help improve dollar cost averaging. And finally, the smallest of my 12 portfolio pies, and the second one that's currently in the red as well with materials, is the utility sector. We have €144 invested and are currently down just about 1%. Now again last week this was down about 3 or 4%, so it's good to see it kind of coming back to fair value. 2 of the 5 are in the green. Next Air Energy is up 0.8%, and Atmos is pretty much break even. We then have Consolidated Edison, which is down 2.2%, Brookfield Infrastructure down 3.4%, and American Waterworks is pretty much break even. And again, American Waterworks is down about 11% at one stage, so it's good to see that pretty much back to break even again. So overall now, out of my 12 portfolio pies, we can see that only 2 of the 12 are currently in the red, so that's very good to see. And again, as I said, we're up over €500, which I'm also very happy with and looking forward to taking advantage of in this year going forward to see where we'll be at this time next year. So next, let's have a quick look at this week's Trading 212 Hotlist. So at the moment this week, the top 5 or 6 positions held by Trading 212 users are Tesla, which 133,600 of Trading 212 users hold, so that's quite impressive to see. Apple is in second. We then have NIO, Amazon and BP, with Rolls-Royce coming in at 6th position. The top risers over the last 7 days, the top 5 have been Galaxy Next Generation, which is up a massive 10,000 users. We then have Corporate Universe, BioNano, Tesla and Apple. We finally then, in the top fallers over the last 7 days, we have Pfizer, Biotech, Jagger Health, Under Armour and Avenger make up the top 5 leaderboard that nobody wants to be on. And with all that being said, that brings the end to today's Trading 212 portfolio update for week 16. Just a quick recap, we went through dividend payments this week. We also had a look at my trading that I undertook. We had a look at how each of my 12 portfolio pies were doing, and we checked my overall profit and loss after 16 weeks. And finally, we had a look at this week's Trading 212 Hotlist. If you found the video any way helpful or entertaining, it'd be brilliant if you consider liking the video, and especially if you're new around here, to consider subscribing. And it'd be brilliant if you could comment below with your plans for this year's going forward, your goals for trading or investing. Thanks very much guys, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video.